Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Annie Review Time, and today I'm going to be talking about Scooter Braun, the nuisance. Slimy nuisance. Y'all can, before we get started though, check out my latest video. I'll probably put it in a card or something if I can. Oh, hold up. Can I just quickly rant about something? The new
YouTube studio setup, I can't stand it, I don't like it. Whoever decided to make it like that should be fired, and they should reverse the media.
But anyways, that's I just wanted to just put it out there. So yeah, you can check out my Instagram. I'll probably have it somewhere. You can follow me on there. You'll probably, see when I'll post a new video up, or whatever I decide to put on there. Check out my newest video, and here we go. So, Scooter Braun, if you don't know who he is, he's a manager of some of very popular artists. Well, some at one time very popular artists. So, Kanye, West, Justin, otherwise known as He Who Must Not Be Named. And I just want to tell you their names so that you will know who I'm talking about, because I might make fun of them later and give them stupid names. So just so you know who I'm talking about originally. He Who Must Not Be Named, Demi Lovato, who I love Demi Lovato because I grew up watching Demi Lovato. So I don't think there's very little she can possibly do that'll make me stop liking her. Hold on, yeah. There's very little she could possibly do that'll make me stop liking her. Ariana Grande, who I also like, and he also owns the masters to Taylor Swift's music. Taylor Swift, who I also like. So, what makes Scooter Braun such a slimy, disgusting nuisance of a person? Well, Skater, he he bought Taylor's masters without her knowing about it, and then he posted on Twitter, I believe, he posted I now own Taylor Swift, sir. And apparently he had been trying to become Taylor's manager, I think around 2014 or 2015, and then she declined, and then he said he bought her masters without her knowing about it, and then the whole Kanye East thing happened. It's foolishness. I'm not a fan of Kanye. He has some good songs, like Gold Digger is good, Jesus Walks is good, but he's questionable. Anyways, so and then he's He Who Must Not Be Named's manager, and I cannot stand He Who Must Not Be Named because he makes bad music. He has Love Yourself is a good song, and Cold Water was a good song, but those were written by Ed Sheeran. So yeah, Scooter Braun is perhaps he thinks he's slick, he thinks he's smart, he thinks he's okay. So let me just tell you what happened. So in the end of the year at the end of 2019, Taylor Swift was named the Artist of the Decade. So she wanted to do a medley of her songs. And if I can just pull up because she might still have it open, because I remember all too well. I remember reading it when it first came up on her timeline or like on her thing. And let me see if I could go to community. I remember reading it when it first came up, and I remember I agreed with like everything she said. Like, and it was not as bad as people were trying to make it out to be. It was very normal, and I think people need to calm down about these things. I'll just put it up, but pretty much she said, you know, my management team does not want me to, you know, be successful pretty much, and they're like, oh, you can't, do this for some dumb reason. We're not gonna let you do the song, so perform your old music. And so that was dumb. And then Scooter goes, no, I never said that. She's a liar. She's just trying to, like, he pretty much said like I would like to be excluded from this narrative. And that was I'm sorry. That was like very annoying when he did that, because he contradicts himself like in his statement, which I also saw. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. And he's pretty much like, I haven't talked to her, I've never communicated with her, I do not know her, she's lying. But then he says pretty much like that he hasn't had any form of communicate. There hasn't been any form of communication between their teams. But then he says that he's had like some sort of communication with her lawyers. That's part of her team, Scooter. So stupid. You're giving yourself away. And then he says, oh, my kids are getting death threats. My wife and my kids are getting death threats because she decided to unleash her fans on me. And for a second, I'm like, all right, death threats is a little too much. But the thing is, people are acting like she called for a war cry to happen. She just said, tell them how you feel. And people are like, she needs to stop being so childish. She was not being childish because she's brought it to public attention. But when he brought it to public attention that he now owned Taylor Swift, he wasn't being childish. He wasn't being the nuisance little worm that he is. Rat. Anyways, he goes like, but then it turned out that his wife was following the account that was sending them death threats, so. But then eventually she gets to perform her songs at the AMAs. I liked the performance. Some people didn't. I did. Excuse me. So she does that. And then it kind of just goes like dry because she had been trying to fight to get her masters back. But then she's like, you know what? I'm just going to re-record my songs. And Scooter, once again, rats do rat things. So Scooter decides that he is going, so this was maybe a month ago, like all this stuff happened about a month ago. So then he goes like, oh, I had a recent feud with a celebrity, and this made me realize I did not want to go for a political office because my kids just couldn't handle this, and it's just like, I thought you were a manager, Scooter, not an actor. Stop lying. Stop it. Stop it. And he's like, so that was what happened with that. And so people are like, dude, what? He's like, this made me realize I did not want to go for political office. What do your kids have to do with this? What do they are? Because you were exposed for those not being real death threats. They were from someone that your wife followed. So that's a little suspect. But anyways, oh man. So then he releases an album, like a live album, which has Taylor Swift's like concerts from like 2008, and he listed it as being released in 2017 so that it would go under the radar. And so Taylor Swift publicly says, don't buy it. Big Machine is poor, and now they're trying to still capitalize off of it. So it did not do well. So it was like a boycott that happened with it. It did the live album did not do as well as they expected it would, because everything with Taylor Swift's name on it does very well, but that did not do well. And so then in the man's music video, there's like, she's dressed up as a guy, so she pees on a wall. This sounds so weird. She pees on a wall in a subway station and has like the pee says the man on it, but then it melts, like not melts, but it kind of like turns into this May. So people figured that she was going to be doing something this May, and somehow that got turned into from this May to May 7th or 8th. And so coincidentally, we love coincidences, Ariana Grande and He Who Must Not Be Named, both Scooter Braun's clients. Like I said, I have nothing against Ariana. I like her. I don't listen to all of her music, but I do, like, because I also grew up watching her on Victorious and stuff like that, like Sam and Cat. I partied with Victorious. It was like the best crossover of all time. But I said what I said, and that, like, I'm moving my camera so much in this video, but it's just like I want it to look right with what I'm doing. But so, like, they start saying that they're going to be doing something May 7th or May 8th. What a coincidence! This is just a fun, jolly coinky-dink. Scooter really thinks he's slick. He really thinks he's smart. He really thinks that we don't notice what is going on. But then I forget, he made like another like statement about his kids or something. He's like, Taylor refuses to speak to me, and I don't even know her. Why is she doing this? My kids can't handle it. And there's photos of Taylor Swift and Scooter Braun at a fence together where they're like, haha, picture. So what are you saying? You've never met her, you don't know her. He pulled a Meg the Stallion, just lied about knowing someone. But anyways, he really thinks he's smart. He thinks he's slick. So Ariana Grande and He Who Must Not Be Named dropped a song called Stuck With You, which I have yet to hear because I don't support rats. Ariana Grande is not a rat, but He Who Must Not Be Named is a worm. He's worse than he's vermin. Anyways, he does that, and then it's like, hey guys, so pretty much I had recorded the last few minutes of this video, and my camera like cut it off. Sorry about that, but pretty much the rest of this video is going to be a voiceover. So I was pretty much trying to say that Scooter Braun, the whole stuck with the idea of Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber collaborating was just a way to try to cut off whatever momentum Taylor Swift was going to have with the announcement she was making on May 7th or May 8th, because people were speculating that she was going to be dropping a music video for her song Cruel Summer, which is from her album Lover, and they were saying that she was going to be making a single and dropping a music video. So what happens the day that her announcement the day of or the day before, I kind of forget because it was about a month ago, Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande are drop a new song, and it's especially weird because, to me at least, especially because Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande had already had something that was recorded and taped, like a music video had already been taped before quarantine. So I don't, like, they pretty much, it was just a blatant, like, trying to cut off her momentum, especially because the Taylor Swift live album failed, and that was just blatant. I'm not trying to say Ariana Grande or Justin Bieber or, like, was a part of the scheming. I honestly don't know because I don't know these people, but I'm just saying, it was pretty obvious. Then, another thing about his kids real quick, he keeps saying, and his kids are 3 and 5 years old, as you probably already know because I put up their ages in the video. So how would, they probably don't even, to the 3-year-old especially, probably doesn't even know to, like, they probably don't even know whether or not he's famous. So they probably don't even truly understand who, like, they don't know that he's feuding with Taylor Swift. How would he feuding? How would they know these things? They're not watching gossip channels at 3 and 5, and if they are, that's ridiculous. But how would they possibly know that this is what's going on? Unless you're telling them, and then they're stressed out. But once again, why would you tell your 3 and 5-year-old this, and then whine online about how they're stressed out? It doesn't make any sense. His kids are really too young to know anything about this. Like, they probably, since they're 3 and 5, their friends probably aren't telling them anything about this. And if they were older, maybe 9 years old and above, maybe even 8 and above, like, it would make sense. But your children are 3 and 5. They don't know about this. You're, like, ridiculous. So that's this video, guys. Once again, sorry about the little voiceover thing that's happened, but yeah. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I have links in the description box where you can donate and sign petitions for Black Lives Matter, justice for George Floyd, justice for Breonna Taylor, justice for Ahmaud Arbery, and more. So yes, please support all of those things. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell because I haven't been saying on my videos, and follow me on Instagram, and I'll probably see you guys next week with a new video. Alright, bye guys.